know, and we're gonna inform you. If you see, if you see on my,
I'm Gandalf, your host, or Wonder Woman.
Wow, what pretty!
No, I'm back to your Voltron.
This is an enactment show. Just to let everybody know,
We're messing with other cameras right now. And I'm lifting weights, as you can tell.
there we go.
There we go.
This is an enactment show. Don't get your panties in a twist.
Or if you have a huge phallus right here.
You
mean Mike?
Yeah.
And on
That's hilarious.
it is like I don't know what I did to my Facebook. See, now we're gonna laugh at that all day. But
welcome to the Blues Brothers
brother.
edition of the Stupid Asso Show.
That's my New Year's resolution right
He's
there.
getting all Olivia Newton-John. He's in the cast of Cats.
I don't know how this did this, but we're gonna leave it because now you get to see.
And it's just damn funny.
Shit. It is funny.
And now
That's me
dark.
holding a light. Wow.
Okay.
So just remember, this is an enactment show. None of them are real.
Or they're as real as you want them to be.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but it looks a little interrogation-ish in
Yeah.
here. I mean, it's so.
Because Scott doesn't want to sit next to us. Apparently, we stink.
I know. I got to stretch my legs out, so
he's getting old.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm the old brother.
Okay, so just to inform everybody, we're about to start the show. You ready?
I am.
Welcome to the Stupid Asso Show. I'm one of your hosts, Michael Badasso, with my brother Mark Badasso. God, that is too. I can't. I won't even look at that. We have a special guest in the
Studio. The closet. Really.
The closet. Yeah.
Don't confuse it.
Well, don't put too much on it. I mean, we're not in a studio.
You know how we're in the closet still? Let me show you.
Oh my God, the shirt.
Look at that.
There's nothing wrong with that shirt, is
Look at that puppy right there.
That's a nice shirt.
That's a nice shirt.
Yeah. Well,
you were going to a Jimmy Buffett concert. Michael's a parrot head.
Well, our special guest is one of our brothers. It's not Stu, but it's definitely Scott, our favorite.
That's right.
Yeah.
Happy New Year.
So welcome.
Yeah. Yeah, this room has a lot of memories.
Really?
Oh, you open Pandora's box now.
Do tell, Scott.
Yeah, do tell.
Oh, not my personal memory.
Oh.
I mean, there's a lot of people that's had this room for sleeping quarters. Yeah.
What?
Storage.
3-4 generations?
Yeah.
God.
I had some friends that lived here for a while.
Yeah.
Lived in this room, so
you have had friends.
This house was a squatting house.
It was.
Yeah.
It was.
I think we're all in agreement on that.
Yeah.
We've all had friends here.
Yep.
Lived here, either in this room, basement, on the couch. I think.
Well, when Mom's not in prison, this is where she's staying. So
Yeah. Have you visited Mom in prison?
No, I have not done that. So I have to say,
you need to put some money on her books.
Yeah. She needs some Diet Coke in her life.
Our show today is Stu. Fuck him. We got our best brother here.
That's right. The oldest one. So
the chosen one.
The chosen one. In some parts of the family, he is the chosen one. He actually gets to sit at the big people's table.
That's
we
right.
all get to sit at the
We were
table.
kids. He always got to ride up front.
Yeah.
Well, because I've been trying to teach you from the very beginning. It's you kind of tell people what they want to hear, and that's about it. Then you'll get what you want.
Is that what you had to do? Tell Mom what you wanted to hear to get you to say
Not
it?
Mom, other people in the family. Mom read right through all that. So,
Well, I mean, I didn't mind being in the back, in the part of the windshield,
Oh, yeah.
sleeping.
So
It was all warm.
you
Right.
stand up there, got
Right.
Yeah, this was before we had to wear seat belts as a kid.
That's
Tell
right.
me how bad
That's
we
right.
were.
And let me tell you something. Being a family of 19 in a Honda Civic, a 1979 Honda Civic, green.
Oh, I remember that car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, the
People pouring
worst,
out there like a clown car.
the worst memory I had. It was all of us. Well, no, it was me, you, Dad, Mom, and we stopped at a liquor store, and we were going up to Kokomo, and God, I don't know how old we were. We were old enough to know. I'm not saying that. So Mom goes into the store. It's kind of cold. The windows were rolled up, and you remember the hatchback. It
Oh,
had
yeah.
those pop-out windows.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he farted and burped at the same time, but it was two mixtures that didn't agree with each other. They were battling for space.
Turned into mustard gas.
I swear to God. Me and Mark are trying to stick our lips out of this little crack.
Right.
Mom's in the liquor store laughing her ass off. And she's taking her time now because she knows
I
there's
would too.
mustard gas in the car.
I would too. I would be. It's like, oh,
Can you
look at that
imagine?
cell.
The three of us in that small of a car.
Oh my God.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah.
Didn't Joe took that car over, didn't she?
I don't think so.
I think
No,
she
the
did.
car gave up.
I
It
think
was
the
just-
car gave up. Yeah. So,
It blew up. I mean, we just put a hand on
That's where that's how I learned how to drive a stick.
it.
That
That's
car.
how
Because
we
you
all
could,
learned
on that
how
car, you could actually shift without pushing the clutch.
Yes, you could
Wow.
dry
You
shift.
get, yeah, you
I
could drive
remember
shift.
that.
So,
That's safe.
and it had some pep too.
Well, because it was about as big as a roller skate. I
But-
can't get over it.
I know. Everybody liking that? So this is a special show, our New Year's show, talking about things that are going to happen in the new year. People having their New Year's resolutions and things like that. And we don't really talk about New Year's resolutions because nobody keeps them. I mean, we all know we're going to be hitting the gym today.
Well, and he had a great story about this.
A New Year's resolution?
Well,
Yeah.
why they're not successful. So
Right. I had somebody talk about about resolutions and why a lot of people don't go through with those. It's because a lot of those resolutions are about trying. I'm going to try to do this. I'm going to try to be a better person. I'm going to try to save some money. I'm going to try to lose some weight. But as we were talking earlier, is trying and training are two different things. To train, an example I use, I ran the mini marathon back a long time ago. I just didn't go out and do it. I had to train for it. I trained for months.
Oh, that's true.
I didn't just try to go do it. I knew I had to train. So, that's why a lot of resolutions never, come to fruition, because people just try to do it. They don't train to do it.
Good point.
So,
very good point. And
So you lazy bastards out there, train, don't try.
yeah,
Try.
train.
train,
cry.
try.
Look, we're training right now.
Trying to train right now.
So, anyways,
Yeah, this is for me as a try. I always want, I enjoy your guys' company because you two are the funny ones. I just kind of,
What are you trying to say?
you guys are pretty good.
We're here to amuse you.
we're like a
Oh,
clown.
yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're,
you guys
we're like the dancing bear for you.
absolutely. You guys are.
Well, you better start divvying up in your pockets, son.
I've had a lot of years to watch over this, and it's always pretty cool. And I thought, man, I gotta be just a little bit a part of this.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Well, I'm glad
bring
you
a
are.
different perspective, but a lot of times I'm just going to sit back and laugh a lot.
Because like we wanted to bring Joe on the show,
Oh, yeah.
and we had a special segment for her.
Oh yes. I
What
can believe-
tweaks my nipples? And because she gets upset a lot.
Oh,
God,
yes.
I can't. There, go to maybe.
A Wonder Woman thing going on here.
No,
Yeah.
that's
I've seen her take on 5 people at
Yeah.
one time.
yeah, and that's why we were. One day we'll get our.
Well, one day
Yeah.
we'll tie her up and bring her on. So,
Yeah.
Or because I tell her we can do phone interviews.
yeah,
too.
we
Yeah,
can.
that's right.
You know,
And we just got the bowling story. The
oh, I don't remember this, so.
Oh yeah, Duck Pin was it? Well, it was Rager Bowl.
Oh, yes, when we all 3 went out.
Yeah, she's a great bowler. So
And, yeah, oh my God, this was, what are you doing?
Breaking
but
shit.
I don't want to get that story without her being
Okay.
Yeah, we'll wait
Okay.
for her.
Yeah.
Let's go back to training.
training.
Yeah, so if you're out there and you want to do a New Year's resolution, then try to train for what you want instead of try for what you want. Speaking of training, I thought about taking up Purple Cone Defense. I hear you're a master of it.
Purple Comb.
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 Oh,
Comb. C-O-M-B.
Yeah.
Comb.
So for all of you that didn't watch the last our Sunday show, Michael's an expert in self-defense with a purple cone. So he has
you've seen it, right?
I've never seen the Purple Comb.
Well,
Oh.
no, the
His special
episode
training?
No,
Sunday.
I didn't see that episode.
Rob is a friend of his and teaches this purple cone defense. So if you're ever in an alley and somebody whips out a purple cone, instead of a knife or a gun, just give them your wallet. Give them whatever they need. You know,
Especially when you think, why would you even need a comb?
you can break it across the eyes.
Okay, real quick, I'm going to go through this story. It's some of you guys already heard this. It was an acid incident. We were up on
Eagle Creek.
Eagle Creek.
Okay.
You know that little parking area where they can go fish?
Yep.
We were up there. There's a little trail that goes back there.
Mm-hmm.
Rob convinced me while we were tripping on acid, let's walk the trail. And I said,
Always a smart move.
no, that's where people bury their dead
Right.
after they kill them.
Right.
And he pulls out, you remember those old pocket cones,
Oh, yeah.
a purple pocket cone. He said, you can use this. I'm like, what am I supposed to get his hair right before he kills me? And he goes through all the stuff you can do with this cone. You can break it across her eyes. You can put it up against her neck. So he convinced me to walk this trail. No
With the
lights,
purple cone, folks.
with the and I had this cone
Mm-hmm.
in my hands through the whole walk.
I can see you holding it like this. With
I
the
was
lighter in
holding
the
it
other
like
hand.
this and holding a lighter with the
Right.
other hand because we didn't have flashlights.
Right.
And if you've ever walked this trail, there's a steep part that just goes straight down into the water.
Right.
And we're like, oh, where does the trail go? And the lightning bugs were this big.
Oh, yeah. I can see
Did you
that.
try to kill him with the purple cone?
I tried.
Oh, Bruce Lee.
And back
went there.
then, there was a lot of lightning bugs.
There was.
Yeah, not like today.
Not like today. Yeah.
I miss
It's only 3.
Yeah.
They hang out on, you know.
Well, the cool thing, like when I was out in Arizona and California, because that's the first thing that, oh, God, do you, they call them fireflies.
Mhm.
Out there. And I'm like, are you talking about lightning bugs? And they were like, oh, yeah. That was the coolest thing for them.
To see one?
Yeah, because we get to see them all the time, and they never get to see lightning bugs or
Yeah,
fireflies.
we'll get over that real quick.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, when you're a kid, it's cool to collect them, put them in a jar,
Right.
put,
Kill them. Don't leave that part out. Kill them.
pretty much kill them. Yeah.
So he
Yeah.
takes them on a trail in Eagle Creek and buries them.
With my purple cup. I dug everything up with my purple cup. You're gonna beat that one like you did
Hell yeah.
yours.
So I'm going to be training on purple cone defense. So everybody out there, if you're looking for a new martial art learner, contact Michael. He can teach you purple cone defense.
Y'all better not be texting the hell out of me.
So what's another thing that people can do to train better at the new year? You know what I think of? If you're a person that gives advice like a 25-cent Swami machine, cut that shit out.
Oh,
Train
please.
yourself not to do that.
Right. You're not. You don't
And nobody
know
wants to
everything,
hear it.
and nobody wants to hear it. That
Right.
is the God's honest truth.
You know, unless they ask for it, by all means, give them 5. So, you know, but if they didn't ask for it, shut the hell up.
Right. Or I mean, another thing that I have, and we were talking about this too, is you do have to remember if somebody's yelling at you, they're not mad at you. You're not the person that they're mad at something else, and you're just in front of them. And if you take that in consideration, I mean, in everything, like
Yell louder.
yeah, yell louder. I mean,
Because that works for me.
because some people, you can sit there and tell them to do this, but if they're a defensive person and somebody yells at them, they're going to get on the defensive side.
Right. Oh, yeah.
You know, I mean, don't get me
get
wrong.
But, you know, when people tell people to do things, you need to do it this way.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it if you're teaching somebody like purple cone defense. You need to teach them the way to do it. But I'm saying that if it's just normal advice.
One more whack at the dead horse.
And that's one thing I, you know, when we're talking about that is like for myself for 2019, I don't have any resolutions. I do have some of my goals.
Okay.
And goals are different than, you know, but on those goals, I mean, I have to train for those goals.
Right.
Okay. I'm not going to try. I want to train. But, you know, we're all human. We're all make mistakes and all that. But, you know, but the nice thing about resolutions that I do like is that you get to start over. You know, 19 is like, it's a beginning point, you know, and then keep in mind that, you know, we're talking about my big thought about a lot of stuff. It's really not about me, you know? So, and also some other things too, like if somebody cuts me off in traffic, my big thought is everybody has a gun and they're out of their minds.
Yeah.
So I keep reiterating to myself that it's not about me. I have other things I need to deal with and go forward, that I'll just try to move on. You know? And also they probably have a gun and they're out of their minds.
I cut them off one time. One time. And you just won't let it go.
Yeah.
I mean,
So,
well, that's cool. So what are some of the things that you're wanting to, what is one of the goals that you're trying to achieve?
my goal for 19 is to save a little bit more money.
Okay.
You know, but I have to train myself that and also set my budget. I'm a big budget person.
Mm-hmm.
I'm all about budget. So
I like blowing budgets.
well,
See, that's why people
yeah.
keep their money in, like, I don't know, 401ks and stock market. I keep mine in credit cards. You know, because that's
I keep mine under the mattress.
not really. He's
really.
lying.
I'm lying.
It's all in the bank.
Because yeah,
$30.
just let you know, I do have a gun and I am crazy. So
he doesn't have a gun. He has a purple cone.
I have a purple cone and I know how to use it. I swear.
So do you have a goal? I want to be Gandalf. You shall not pass, or Wonder Woman, or whatever the hell that is.
No, you get to go train.
Are they seeing what we're
I'm
seeing?
assuming they're
Yes,
seeing
they
it.
are
All
seeing
right.
what we're
I mean,
saying.
I'm not, yeah.
This camera over here, nothing. Okay, you guys are like, what are they laughing about?
Yeah.
This one over here, funnier than hell. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just funny.
Yeah, you should go to my page, not the stupid ass page, because it's definitely funnier. So,
So what's your goal?
my goal is to be me, because I'm damn sexy. You know, I do everything right. So, I mean,
No
yeah.
room for improvement there.
No.
And everybody knows you.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah, that's true. Everybody
I mean,
knows.
I'm still amazed at that. We are at a car show once.
Oh no,
Florida once.
Oh,
We're in
well, we were in
Florida.
Florida once. Oh, wow. I haven't even seen that. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Two people came up to me in Florida, and he's like, "Are you freaking serious?" I'm like, "I was in New York City, and somebody knew me," and I'm like, because it was a bet, and I thought that person put that person up,
Oh.
and she named Kelly's to a T, and
Yeah.
I'm like, "Here's your $100."
Yeah. Sometimes, like, I would say, "Who is that?" I have no clue.
Because
Yeah.
and I
People are
don't
watching our show. Right?
yeah, so if and I'm going to be honest with you. This is one of my New Year's resolutions. If I look at you and I'm like, hey, you. I don't know your name. I am going to be completely honest with you. I do it to my sister all the time. You know, so
No, mine is me and Becky have a thing. So if I don't introduce her to somebody, she clearly knows I do not know who this person is. So
Right.
she'll butt in. She goes, "Oh, I'm Becky, by the way."
Right.
And I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry." And then they say their name. Yeah, this is Ted or.
Yeah. Well, I'm not very good at names either. I mean, I work with a lot of different customers and all that, and a lot of times I can remember, a story they told,
Mhm.
what they bought, how they look, but I cannot remember them.
right. I can't.
I'm really bad about it. That's probably a flaw.
A goal.
Now,
but it's not a goal for me, no, because it's something I would have to really, I'm not trained for.
Right.
So, I mean, I'm not going to sit there and say try when I'm going to fail.
I tried to train people that I was with to do that, and
Yeah.
it's like I'm sitting there talking to them. I'm looking at them like, you gonna introduce yourself or what?
Right.
Nothing.
Yeah, and I always do that even with a customer. I always say, what's your name? But sometimes even after a longer conversation, I will have to ask again. And here's a little story. I was getting the oil change this past week, and there was a guy sitting there, and he was wearing a John Deere shirt. I sell John Deere equipment, so I interjected. I said, "Do you have equipment and all that?" And we had a whole story. Then I asked him what his name was, which is Tim. But by the time we got done with all our conversation, which was kind of nice because we were there for like an hour and a half or almost 2 hours. Because there's always other things that need to be fixed, that oil change. But at the end, I forgot his name. I had to ask him again. And what was your name again?
I don't even remember what. Tim.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
see, I mean,
but now I remember it, but I don't know down the road. I'll remember. But I would remember his face. I would remember parts of his company that he owns and all that. But I can't. I just can't guarantee I would remember his name.
Yeah, I'm bad about that.
Mine was a customer. They used to come in every month, and every month I talked to him, and we just had this conversation. And one time I looked at him and went, "You look so familiar to me. Man. Do I know you?" He goes, "I used to spend the night at your house." When we were kids. I'm like,
"Oh, you're a friend of Michael's."
I'm like, I mean, he was a little mad about that.
Like, who was it?
No, I did because he never told me. He just like,
well, after that, he gave up.
Yeah, he was like, I think
it's just during your Pizza Hut days, or
no, when we were kids.
Oh, when we were kids. No, I meant how you saw this.
Okay,
yeah.
You should have said, "Look, we took in a lot of homeless kids."
Well, there's some truth to that.
There is some truth to that. Where their parents just said, okay,
and not just kids.
I can't take you anymore. Get out of my house. And they,
oh my God,
can I stay with you?
Oh my gosh, yeah. There's some truth to that.
There is some truth.
There's been adults also. Geez.
Oh yeah.
Because you know what? It's a sanctuary.
It is. This is a love house. It really is.
Yeah.
But not the way you're thinking.
Yeah. Yeah, you purrs. We wasn't getting naked and running. Well, I do that every once in a while.
Right.
Yeah.
Throwing hamburger on the ceiling. What?
Oh yeah. God.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Hamburger on the ceiling. Yeah. Well, we've had parties here where, I've been accused of stuff that I wasn't even here.
Well,
from the person across the street.
Oh, she did now.
Yeah.
You can say her.
Oh, okay.
Crazy Dorothy.
Yeah. Accused me of something I wasn't even around.
I swear to God, when you were a kid, didn't she look the same age as right before she died?
Correct.
Oh my God, this woman never changed.
And
never changed.
And we always got in trouble and we didn't do anything.
Yeah. Back when I lived here, a friend of mine, Kevin, he was a sheriff.
Right.
And neighbor used to call Mom all the time and say, he's had some cops there all.
Yeah, because your friend was a deputy. That's right, the deputy sheriff. Yeah. I remember we had a party once here, and Dorothy called the police on us, and we just saw the lights outside because they're shining the spotlight because there was nothing happening. It was real quiet, But you know how it goes back then. Everybody ran out the back door, and we do have escape routes out the back. And
Just in case the police come,
right.
go down this way, turn right.
Right. And then when they came in, let them in, I asked him if I could help them. He looked and goes, well, there was a party here. And we were just too quiet because there were so many cars. That's why he said there was a lot of cars here, but there was only 2 of them.
I don't know who those people are.
No, we're not having a party.
You
This is
gotta
a drug deal. Damn it, you're interrupting us.
Well, no, that was a different time.
just remember,
Yeah.
police are like vampires. If you don't invite them in, they can't come in your house.
That's right.
This is true.
That
true.
is true.
That's correct.
Yeah, remember
Can-
that.
That's the first. So, can we come in?
No.
I don't
See, I
want.
didn't know that back then.
You cannot
yeah.
partake in the partay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I
Over
just,
here.
you know, I didn't even. I just, you know, that was a different time. You know, so, you know, that was back in. That was probably 84, 85, something like
Yeah, I
that.
wouldn't
They
have gave,
have
I wouldn't have
parties
gave
back
the
then?
years,
Yeah.
brother. I
Oh,
wouldn't
well,
have
yeah.
done it.
Listen,
84, 85.
Yeah.
Did they write in on their dinosaurs? I mean, is that?
Yeah, well, I mean, that was back. I think at the time we had black and white TV. So
Oh yeah.
yeah, I might be old, but see, I'm, you know, I'm not old anymore. I'm the new 40s.
Yeah.
So there's no
The
doubt
new
about
40s. Wow.
it. Yeah. So I know there's no doubt about it. When I can say that, and I believe this in my heart, that I'm in probably better shape now, definitely than our parents were at this age.
Oh yeah.
You know, and than I was in my middle 30s to 45. So
Oh yeah.
yeah, I mean, I might have a little more gray in, but
No,
Yeah.
I think it looks well.
no.
No,
I
you
I
just.
don't have as much as you. I mean, it's
Well, that's true.
yeah, but
Well, you have a stressful life, so I mean,
I do have a stressful life.
he tames lions. So yeah, and apparently I put stuff in my hair, so
no, you don't. Yeah,
that's what people.
I don't- I
I'm
don't-
getting accused of it.
I don't put anything in my hair. So, you know, and
I put extra gray in my hair.
I put baby
and
powder.
sometimes
in
they
it.
say that's you get that mature look. You know,
That's what
So-
it's a mature
but you know, I'm a big believer now in, you know, I mean, I don't, you know, I had a friend of mine pass away in
Mhm.
2018 that really had nothing to control over, but I don't think it had anything to do with his lifestyle. But there's a lot of things that my wife and I do that now I think that keeps us a little bit more, you know, in shape. I like playing basketball.
Right.
My cardio is good now, and that's not a resolution or anything like that or a goal. It's just something that is a good habit to get in.
Yeah.
You know, because they always say that the more you do it, becomes a habit.
Oh, sure,
You know, sometimes that's good, sometimes that's bad.
Well, and that's where you're getting into the training. You're
The
training
training.
your
Right.
body. You're training your mind to
Right.
do that every time.
So,
And he also is a dancer.
yes,
so-
yeah.
That's true. He is
Yeah.
an answer.
And I will tell people this, and for those studios out there and everything like that, if you're going out on a first date, go do that. It's actually fun.
It is fun.
It really is to learn how to dance and
It's a confidence builder. It's exercise.
Yep.
You know, it's something you can do with your partner.
Mhm.
You know, and it is fun.
Yeah.
You know,
I didn't
and
know that.
we have learned. I mean, we do ballroom dancing. You know, I mean, dances from rumba, cha-cha, waltz, hustle. One thing you do pick up on is you can dance these dances to any modern song, or
Really?
oh, absolutely. You end up picking up. You know,
So you can do Beyonce, put a ring on it?
absolutely.
yes,
Yeah.
you gotta pick the right dance to it, but
Yeah.
you can't
Right.
waltz to that. So I mean, you could,
Yeah, I mean,
but
there's
you
certain-
would have to
Yeah,
do a faster step to it.
right. You pick up the beat, and I'll give you an example.
Okay.
Okay, so AC/DC, You Shook Me All Night Long, heavy rock
Yeah.
song from the 80s, you know, that kind of thing. You can dance the hustle to that.
Yep.
Really?
Absolutely.
Yep.
Larry and I did in front of a whole bunch of people at a Fortville festival. So
Really?
yeah, and that's where that confidence builds, where we're not afraid to do that now. So you know,
That's true.
in front of people because we know how to do it. Now we're
We're
not.
trained to do it.
Yeah, you train to do this. This is something we've been doing for just over a year, and and we want to keep doing. We love doing it. It's a more of a social aspect thing.
Mhm.
I mean, we've gotten better, but you know, we dance with other people. Mike has been there, you know, and it is fun, you know. You would be surprised how many young people do this.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, absolutely. Under 30 crowd is
Huge.
I busted out the robot on them. They
Yeah.
can handle it.
The only
I'm
thing that they're
telling
not used to, like they sometimes will play music from the 70s and they have this look on their face like, or even 80s. You know, what's that song? You know? So, you know, I mean, you know, hey, is this your favorite song? So I did, what? I don't know what you're talking
Was that back in the Depression?
Yeah.
Bonnie Tyler.
Yeah, Bonnie. Yeah.
Turn around, Brian.
But you know, I mean, just as modern song, like one of the songs, I actually do like this song, even though it's got one of the Jonas Brothers. I forget the band they play. It's a song, "Cake by the Ocean." You ever heard that?
Never heard it.
Well,
I'm not a big Jonas Brothers fan.
Well, it's like I forget CDNC or something like that. You can do the cha-cha to that song. Okay. But it's a modern song. You know, so it's one of those things. It's.
But people out there that know my taste in music,
That's
and
correct.
it's not. I don't have a specific genre.
Right.
I have stuff on my iTunes that what the hell is that song?
Right.
You know, because it's like I want to hear this, and it's.
My favorite one was I was at work one time and they were telling me how they were going to take their niece to a Justin Bieber concert. So I was like, well, who's that? Like, Justin Bieber.
Now you know.
Well, that's what I tell you. Justin Bieber. Okay,
Slow
just because you say it slower doesn't make me understand who he is any better.
Right. Just you know who Justin Bieber. Bieber?
Bieber. That's
Bieber.
right, Bieber. Who
Justin
the hell
Bieber.
has the last name of Bieber?
Bieber.
Yeah, pronunciation's a big deal. You know, it's like.
But you don't have to yell it like I am deaf. But
Well, Justin,
you know,
if you're watching, which I'm sure you're not,
Yeah,
we now know your name. So.
yes, we know
I
who
didn't
you
know
are.
that. That's a pretty cool idea. So if you're going to go on a date for the first time, try a dance lesson.
Definitely.
However, if you're going to go on a date, no matter how funny you think it's going to be, don't ever ask, have you ever seen a grown man naked? It doesn't end up what you think it is. So,
Or have you ever danced with the devil in the pale moonlight?
Yeah. Nobody
that's
thinks
that's gonna
funny.
stop the date right then and there.
So
yeah. I
And
mean, you know, well, yeah, you can't. You know, creepy is unfortunately we're all.
we can get there.
Oh yeah,
Creepy.
I mean
We're all-
there's a couple questionable things I've said where
I've been called a creeper. You're creepy, and even
Well,
though
yeah,
I'm not, I
but
mean, because
When you're looking in through windows, I mean, that's
well,
kind of
yeah.
when you're fogging it up and not like
Well, that's pretty obvious.
Right. Yeah, so if you're on the first date and you'll be like, I'll lick your ass.
Yeah, no, don't do that. It's
No.
not- people don't find that funny.
Because if she does let you lick her ass, she's gonna tell all her friends too. And when you're at one of their friends' house, like, oh, so he's the ass licker, and you have
How do
to
you announce that at a
Well-
party? Hey, you!
Dude, yeah, you toss
I don't know
salad.
your name, but I know what you do.
Well, it wouldn't be one of those like if you wanted to get out of the date, you kind of maybe say that,
Oh,
get
now
out,
there
but
you go.
then,
That's a good one.
Oh, yeah.
but then if they say, "Oh yeah, I'll let," maybe then, yeah, I got to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Well, and I'm still nice on a date.
I know
even
that's
though,
and sometimes that's tough. I mean, I agree with you. That's probably one thing that we're probably good at.
Mhm.
We are nice.
yes.
And sometimes nice can get you in trouble. You know.
And like nowadays, it's I want to know more about you than to get you in the sack. Now, don't get me wrong. In my 20s, I was a whore. I really was.
Well, I guess that's because you're funny.
yeah.
Yeah.
But now,
But now he's
and try to tell a woman that you ain't gonna have sex with
because he's deep.
her. I am deep.
He's deep.
I go down in the ocean. Deep sea diving.
Well, there you go, folks. So if you're out there and you just wake up, so if you have goals, not New Year's resolutions, but you got to set a goal
You know, and train for that.
and train for that.
Train
Yeah.
for it. And don't be that old man in the club.
Yeah,
Don't do it. That is creepy.
Work it out.
Well, with old men in a club, you know, here's a good line. You know,
Oh, I gotta hear
Oh, I
this.
gotta hear
I gotta hear
especially
this.
if you ask someone to dance. Okay, you know, because
People still do that.
Huh?
Ask somebody to dance.
well, I could do that now.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, I would have the confidence to ask somebody, and just for a dance. But here's a good line.
Okay.
Because you know, I'm already, unfortunately, at my age, I'm probably labeled in about 5 different ways without even getting to know me.
Right.
So
Mhm.
my line would be, hey, you know, I don't have no agenda. You know, no agenda means, listen, I'm not asking for numbers. I'm not buying you a drink. I'm not doing anything that
Yeah.
way. But you could say, because this is kind of the realm where a lot of people in, say, hey, you know, would you like to dance? I'm just trying to get my steps in. I'm close to 10,000 steps. I just need a few more to get in. Can you help me out?
Okay.
Remember that, Terry, when you're watching.
You remember what he's doing.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No. Well, I mean, even at the dance, well,
Look at him
see,
back up.
Hey, ladies.
no,
Back
no,
pedal.
I'm not backpedaling. I mean, we dance with other people at the dance studio.
Yeah.
You know, but that's kind of a given. But you know, a lot of times, you know, you go out, you don't really have that. But the opportunity comes along where you could do that. You know, you want to make sure there's no agenda. You know, dancing is dancing. It's there to kind of, you know, get better. You know, for
You
us,
thought I had an agenda when I was
what?
there. He said,
To get
"What?"
better at dancing, you know, but I didn't have no agenda. But
No, you thought I had an agenda.
oh, I don't think you did.
I did.
No, you have no agenda now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Seemed
I mean,
way
that's
too young.
yeah, there is, you know, like our instructors are under 30.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Oh,
Yes.
absolutely. No, but they have a strict policy, no fraternizing with the teachers. It's a strict policy, and
Oh,
they adhere to it. We're not allowed to, even though it's a socialized thing that we do. They're not allowed to socialize with their students.
I can see that.
You know, at the studio, yes, but outside the studio, no.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, so we do go out with. Matter of fact, some of the young people asked us to go out. You know, I mean, you know, which is surprising. Hey, you want to come out, have a beer? You know, we're going out to. There's like, you know, there's a bar right by the place and all that, which is kind of neat. They asked us, you know, and these are people that are under 30. You know,
Did
it's
you
kind
say
of,
no?
no, we say yes. I just can't stay out that late.
I get home to my Metamucil.
Gotta be home by 11. You
I
know?
gotta get my fiber in.
Yeah, so got you know.
You got a beer with fiber?
Or whatever drink you have. I mean, but it is kind of nice. I mean, you know, that
Boom.
Yeah.
Beer with fiber. What is that? Ginkgo? Ginkgo?
The thing that helps your memory.
Memory.
oh yeah.
God, I can't remember it.
Jinko.
You know, I
Ginseng.
We can't remember it.
somebody got nobody. I can't see
We can't
that.
read it.
I
We
can't
can't
read it.
read
It's
it.
too far away from me.
I know Terry's saying something.
Oh, she
Oh,
is.
no,
Yeah.
it's-
No.
Joe saying,
Ginkgo bug.
hello, it's your sister. Like, we don't know it's our sister.
She's gonna tell us about the volleyball story.
So there you go, folks. If you're out there, you got up because you drank too much last night and you didn't have fiber in your beer. If in fact you want to do a New Year's resolution, knock it out. Don't do a New Year's resolution. Do a goal and train for it.
Goal and train for it.
There you go.
Have a great day.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye. So you leave it to. Oh, we're still going.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I know we got off topic.